Hello, gorgeous. Hello, pretty people. Hello, gorgeous. All the pretty people say hi, Jerusha. Make sure you speak to me. I'm in the building. As promised, I'm in my private group, Business Tips, Motivation, and Inspiration. If you want to be a part of that group, come on over here on the Facebook. Yes, and make sure you're in my private community. We do trainings in this group every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I show up just for the pretty people because this is where I can be a little bit more intimate in my private group. And if you're in the group, you get to ask me business questions on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Hello, gorgeous. Make sure you jump on and say, hey, Jerusha. This lash is looking crazy. Say, hey, Jerusha. Let me know you're in the building. Okay. So, yes, and I am going to make sure if you want to join me live on, if you're in the group, you can join me live. You can come on screen with me. I know you can come on screen and you can tell me what it is that I can help you with because I want to be helpful to you. I'm pretty excited about it. So this is where hi, Facebook user. I don't see your name, but hello, gorgeous. Hello, gorgeous. Good to see your beautiful face. So let me make sure I put the link right above. You'll be able to grab the StreamYard link. And if you want to ask a business question, just grab the link. Let me see if I can do it. Every time I try to do this, I might have to put it in the comments. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. StreamYard, for whatever reason, doesn't like it when I'm trying to do that. I don't know if you can't do it after you've done it, but I'm going to put it in the comments below. So in the meantime, between time, let me know where you are tuning in from. Say hi, Jerusha. Let me know you are present. I am super excited to be here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. just for those people that are excited to be here as well. And so I am here to make sure I am answering any business question. If you're in any network marketing company, direct sales company, I see you. Streamer has lost access to your Facebook account. Really? I don't know why it's saying that, but let's check it out. So let's go on my page and make sure I am live in all the places I'm supposed to be live. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Justice is in the building. Yes, I do see you there. You said hi, Jerusha. Let me go to the group and make sure I see you in this group as well. Oh, I see you. I don't know. I did not lose connection, so I don't know why it's telling me I lost connection. So yes, so I'll put the link here for the pretty people. So if you're in my private community, guess what? You have an opportunity to come live with me. How cool is that? And you can ask any business questions. Tonight, we're going to talk about social media marketing. So it needs to be around social media marketing because it seems that many of you have questions about social media marketing. Like, am I marketing correctly? What should I be marketing on my social media pages? You know, I'm not getting traction on my pages. I'm posting every day, but I'm not seeing the results. Okay. Virginia in the building. Richmond, Virginia is in the building. Lady J, hello, Lady J is in the building. Let me know you are present. Detroit, I got Detroit in the building. Hey, Detroit. Yes. I love all the pretty people. So I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, I want to know where you reside. If you are a newbie to me, put newbie in the chat. Put newbie in the chat. If you're just now hearing the sound of my voice, you are a newbie to me. I love my newbies. I actually speak back. And then, of course, if you are watching the replay, put replay. And then if you share or tag, you and I just became besties. Like, we're girlfriends now because you shared. And Yvonne is in the building. Yes. And so you shared the broadcast. That means I love you now. And of course, when I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich. Arm yourselves with it. Knowledge is the new rich. Oh, I got a newbie in the building. Give StreamYard permission if you want me to see your name. If you are in my private group, give StreamYard permission so I can see your name, baby. So I can call you by your name, darling. And so let me put the link. So I'm putting the StreamYard link in the chat. If you're in my private group called Business Tips, Motivation, and Inspiration, if you're in that private group, you have an opportunity every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. to ask a business question. You can come on live if you choose, or you can put it in the chat. And so I'm going to put here to come on live if you like. If not, if you're shy, you're like, oh no, I would never do that. That's okay. You can put it in the chat and I will answer. I'm going to say, come on live with me. Okay, boom. So that's done. So you can grab that StreamYard link if you so desire. And I'll be happy, happy, happy to talk to you face to face. This is where you can get some quick one-on-one training for a quick 20, 30 minutes. This is where it all goes down. I get to know who you are and your businesses and answer your questions. So I'm Jerusha Wiggins, motivational speaker, radio personality, and business coach in a direct sales business. And I help people start a business in my personal organization. I am currently developing 100, did I say 100? 100 new entrepreneurs, new online leaders, teaching them exactly what I do. And so I'm excited about the 100, hashtag the 100. So if you want to be a part of the 100, you need a new business, you want to monetize social media, like, Jerusha, I just need a coach. All right, put 100 and we can talk about it. If you already have a business, which is most of you, you already have a business, I get to help you build your business online and offline. So I create what I call double threats. So if you want to be a double threat, hashtag double threats. I built my business offline for years, came online just 3-4 years ago, and have taught myself some strategies. I have been in masterminds, courses, and I'm constantly in courses. Another course is starting on Saturday. So I'm always a student. Even though people like, well, you're successful here, or you have a lot of followers here, or you're at this level here. If you are not consistently learning something new, you should always be a student. Then if you're not growing. And I refuse. There's so many things always changing on technology and social media. You've got to be in a course. You've got to self-educate. You've got to invest in yourself. And so there's always something you can invest in. The greatest investment is in yourself. And too many people don't want to invest in themselves. And the moment I started paying for courses and classes and all the things, and of course you take all the free stuff, like this is free. You get in all the free stuff so you can learn and implement. Don't just take down information. Don't just hoard information. You're not an information hoarder. You know, the television show, The Hoarders. If you hoard information, you're just like that. That's a disease. That's a problem. So we want to fix that problem. Hello, everyone. Hello, gorgeous. Yes. And so we're going to talk about social media marketing tonight. And so please keep in mind, if you are in my business group, it's called Business Tips, Motivation, and Inspiration. You can come on over here on Facebook with us. I love to see you guys every Wednesday at 8 p.m. And so I created this page because people needed a little bit more. And so this is how I can serve in that way. And so, yes, that's why we are here. And so let's talk about social media marketing and what that means for you and what that looks like for you. First of all, I want to say, and I know you've heard it before, you're posting good content is important. Let's talk about it. Now, I know many people like, I'm posting, but it still has to be good, relevant content. And I know somebody's going to say, but what's good and relevant content? I feel like mine is good. Are people reacting to it? Are you getting people interested in your stuff that you're posting? Okay, you can tell. Again, if you've never done this, like I've never been on social media prior to me starting this journey 2017, 2018. So I started from scratch like all of you. Let me say that. I started from scratch like all of you. And so I did not have an advantage online. Now, I will say I had sort of an advantage offline because I'm a beast offline. So the online space was very different for me. Okay. Oh, I see Yvonne is down in the chat. So Yvonne must be going to have a business question for me about social media marketing. So I will bring her on in a second. And so, yes, jump from TikTok over here on Facebook. But I'm with it, though. It's all good. And so I just want to encourage you that there are certain strategies that you need to follow to be online. So let me bring on Yvonne and let me see what social media question I can answer. I'm probably going to actually teach it in a few minutes, but we'll see what she has to say. And so I'm so proud. Hello, Yvonne. Oh, I can't hear you. Turn your microphone on. Your microphone is muted. There Hello. You go. Hi, gorgeous.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
It is such an honor to
How are you?
I'm wonderful. It's such an honor to finally meet you. It's always good to see names and then you put the face with the name. So, yes, I
Yeah,
am loving it. Yes, yes. So, tell me, how can I answer a question about social media marketing for you? I'm listening.
I would like to know, how do you approach someone that you admire, but you're somewhat intimidated by?
Okay, very good question. Now, let me ask you this. Is this person on social media? Is this person on social media? Okay, you muted yourself again.
No, they're not.
They're not on social media. Okay.
No.
Okay, got it. So you do a lot of face-to-face business, correct? Do you do a lot of face-to-face business?
Yes.
Okay, got it. I figured that. Okay. So this is the thing. When you meet someone and you feel like, this person has achieved certain levels of success, this person appears to have it all together, that is probably the best person to talk to because they're already hungry. They're already an overachiever because you admire them. That means you've seen something in them that's pretty amazing. And so if it were me and I'm kind of like intimidated, if I were intimidated by this person, I would just ask the right questions. And so that means when you talk to the person, I don't say company names and company products. So I'm going to give you a general example. Um, so if this person, say they have another business or they're an accountant or teacher or principal, whatever the title might be, just because they hold a title doesn't mean that they're happy and they have everything that they want. And if your opportunity is something that can provide that, she may be open. So, how I would approach this person is first, I would tell them I admire you. First of all, I admire what you're doing. I see that you're helping in the community. I see you have a nonprofit, whatever it is, okay, that you admire. I would definitely compliment. Everybody loves to be complimented, love to make them feel good. So I would boost that ego a little bit. Okay. And so that way she knows, okay, this person is coming to me in this type of way and they respect you automatically. So you want that respect just like that. And so if it was me, I'd be like, hey, I know you're super successful. I've always admired you from afar. Let me ask you, do you absolutely, love what you're currently doing? And let her answer. If she's an attorney, if she's a judge, if she's whatever, she'll like, yeah, I love being a judge. The only thing I hate the hours or I hate the stress. But I love that, I have this degree and I am the first one in my family to be a judge, blah, 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 blah. You listen for what she hates. Okay, so you listen to what she's not saying. And so it could be she's away from her family because she is a judge or she does travel or whatever it is. And so you're listening to see what she's not saying. And so it's like, oh, absolutely. I went to school to be a judge. Oh, yes, I did this. I did that. Those things are great. And so you would ask, if you could change anything, what would that be? Let them talk about themselves. She will tell you. It's not so much as me convincing you how great my company is, how many multi-millionaires my company has, how many cars, my level. None of that matters because it doesn't help her. And people, when they talk to people, they think that they need to say, I could go down the list of my accolades before my business. I could go down the list of I worked in radio and television and CNN. How does that help you? It doesn't. It just sounds like a me story. So you want to make sure that you're like, so if you could change anything about this career being a judge, what would that be? She'll tell you, I would change probably my hours. I would probably change, my location. I would probably change blah, 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 blah. Now you're going to use that as arsenal. Like you just loading up because you're listening and your business probably solves her problem. And so your business solves this problem of you want to be home with your children more, or you want to make your own schedule or whatever it might be. And so if it's like for me, it was time freedom. Me leaving and transitioning from CNN News to a business was time freedom at the time. And so the moment she said you can earn an executive level income and work from home, I was like, what is it? Because I want to hear that part right there. How can I do that? So you want to make sure if she says, I would love more time with my mom and dad. I mean, they're getting older and I would love to see them more. And you said, what if I could show you a plan that you could spend more time with your mom and dad? What if I could show you a plan of action that could get you home with your children earlier in the day? What if I could just show you, would you be open to getting educated? Not interested. Would you be open to getting educated? If I could show you a plan of action where you could spend more time with your mom and dad, would you be open to that? So she said, yeah, I'd be open to that.
Okay.
You see the difference in the conversation? The word is open. The word is not interested. And I see so many people like, would you be interested in selling? Would you be interested in being on my team? Would you be? No. Because if the girl would have said it to me, working for CNN News in my ideal job, no, why would I be on your team? Oh, now you're saying I can earn an executive level income and I can work from home and be with my child? I'm interested. You see the difference? So you have to turn it around, make it about her. And the cool thing about this is if she's at this, level that you admire, she sees your business plan. You need to have whatever that marketing business plan is. She sees your business opportunity or business plan. You get her in front of the right people. You got to have a third party to close the deal. You've got to have a third party to close the deal because, see, she already kind of know you or familiar with you. So you got to bring somebody else in, whether that's an upline, whether it's a sideline, whether it's another leader, whatever your company structure, right? You bring somebody else in. So this person can now answer the questions. Okay. So you're going to bring that person in, and then that person, you get to edify the person first. This is another business tip. You edify the person that you're bringing in. Most people don't understand edification. So if I was the person, you would be like, she's Jerusha Wiggins, and she's a motivational speaker, radio personality, business coach. She's been in business for over a decade. She's earned like the top 2% in her company. She rarely has time to jump on a three-way call. And I was able to snag her just to talk to you. I told her how great you were. And I've seen Jerusha, and I work with her online. And, you want to edify that person. So now when I speak to her or whomever, your upline, whoever speaks to that person, she has a certain level of respect already coming in the door. So now when I'm asking her the questions, what interests you the most based on what you saw? And it's interesting. So you probably sent her a Zoom link or she heard a conference call or whatever form of marketing. I get to ask, so tell me, based on what you've learned from that presentation, what interests you the most? Not, are you interested? Just because somebody sees your presentation or whatever, you have your services, your insurance, your financial services, whatever, the first thing isn't, are you interested? That's not the first question. That's not. Because she's like, I don't know. That's what she's going to do. Right. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to see what God say. Okay. That's not what you want, right? So don't do that. So what you want to do is like, I'm just curious. Tell me, based on the information you saw tonight, based on, you getting educated about this possibility, tell me what interests you the most. She's going to tell you again, get her talking. She's going to say, what interests me was financial freedom. What interests me was time freedom. What interests me is the trips around the world. What interests me was, you can earn cars. What interests me was the sisterhood. What interests me was the fellowshipping. Like, she's going to tell you what interests her the most. Now you still are listening. This is your time to be listening, becoming a great listener. So now you know her pain points. Now you know what's important to her, because now she's telling you, I just love the trips. I can't believe they're traveling around the world, all expenses paid. Man, that's what interests me. That's it right there. If she says, I just want to, I love the fact that they earn, BMWs, I love they earn Mercedes, and I want to earn a Mercedes, right there. So she's going to say it based on your question. And so now you get to say, okay, is that something that you'd be willing to work for? That's a different question. Is that something you'd be willing to work for? Not get started, work for. And so she'd be like, you know what? I would be able, willing to work to travel around the world, all expenses paid, or whatever it is. You see that I'm talking less, I'm letting her talk more. Because what happens is she talk herself into your organization. If you talk as the leader, as a top producer, if I just keep talking, I'm talking them out of it. I'm talking them out of it. See, this is what somebody told me. One of the leaders that I train with, he said, you get them to say it because people will never argue with what they said. They'll argue with what you say. If I say you're going to be great, you're going to be amazing. Like you're already like a doctor. Like you're going to be so good. That's what I said. She'll dispute that. Oh, no, you don't have to be an introvert. You can be an extrovert. That's still me talking. But if she says, I could see myself doing something like this. I could see myself traveling the world. I could see it. She said it. So you get to say, okay, if there's no reason why we can't get started. Then she'll tell you if there's a reason or not. Was that helpful?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I said this before in my trainings, and you probably heard me because you follow my trainings. You better fry that chicken. She on your chicken list. Yep. You better fry that chicken. It's frying season. So you need to fry that chicken, because what if somebody else asked her and you didn't? And she ends up in a different company or a different leader, a different upline, and you didn't ask. And I teach this all the time. You better ask everybody. You just better ask everybody. Let them decide yes or no. You're not in control over what they say. You're only in control of what you do. So you just want to ask, and you don't take it personal, because if you kind of know them, it's not personal. Let me give you another one. Write this down. Pretty person is putting this in the comments for me. It's not personal. It's personal preference. It's not you. It's not the opportunity. It's not the video. It's not personal. Everything isn't for everybody. And the moment you release those feelings of feeling like it is the greatest opportunity that you see in your eyes, it might not be for somebody else. And so I'm not very good with children other than my two. And so if I said, would you like to be a kindergarten teacher with me? And I just started asking everybody, would you like to be a kindergarten teacher with me? And everybody's like, no, thank you. Kindergarten? No, thank you. Am I going to quit if that's my passion? If I know it's good for me? No. So it's the same thing applies to your business. It's not personal. So if that was good for you, yes or yes? Yes. So I am so happy to get on this live with you. So I'm glad you jumped on, grabbed that link. And so let me know, because I'm interested. Okay. Let me know once you talk to her. Don't wait a week. Go talk to her tomorrow. That's your assignment. See, you didn't know you were going to get an assignment. You're going to go ahead and talk to her tomorrow and just ask and let it go. Now, if you got to do a prayer, a song, a dance, whatever to get motivated, do it prior to, okay? And get yourself in a way that you are confident in what you need to be saying, and just ask. That's it. That's all you need to do. And then you message me. I'm telling you, message me and say, Jerusha, I asked. And then I can celebrate with you, because that's half the battle, is you opening up your mouth. Yeah. All right. Okay. Thank you, Yvonne. All right. Talk to you later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Was that helpful to you guys as well, to get that interview with Yvonne, for me to answer her business question? I know that was probably helpful. So let me go over this really quickly. You got a few minutes here. Speaking of what I was just saying, social media marketing, if you are utilizing social media to build your business, which that's the way I'm utilizing it today. Prior to, I was face-to-face, offline, and that's how I did business. But today I'm like 100% online. So I've learned a thing or two, and I want all of us to get there. I want everybody who's willing to put in the work. Like I said, you're willing to put in the work. You're willing to put in the sweat equity to get there. Did you know the mind is most impressionable in the morning? So in terms of social media marketing, I would post in the morning. The first thing you want to do after you pray, after you meditate, after you sing Kumbaya, whatever you do in the morning, your morning routine to get your mind right, because the enemy is waiting to attack you in the morning as well. And so that's why the mind is most impressionable in the morning. I would post in the morning. I post every morning around 6 a.m. I've been doing that for the last 4 years. And so you want to make sure it's scheduled and it's planned. Now, I actually physically post, but I also use apps at times. If you saw my broadcast before, I've given you several apps that you can use to post for you. So I would do that in the morning, because the first thing people do after they're headed to work or going to work or get to work, they look at their social media pages, and you want to sometimes end up in their feed, yes or yes. The other thing I need you to do is embrace social media. It's not going anywhere. Change your attitude about social media. It's here to stay. It is here to stay. Now, there's nothing like the human connection. There's nothing like hugging. Like, I could hug Yvonne. I could hug all of you, Melanie. I could hug. It's nothing like the human connection. However, this is one of the best things going, is that I can meet people all over the country. Like, I think she's in Indiana and I'm in Atlanta, and we get to see each other. And so you want to make sure you look at social media as a tool to help you build your business. Okay. Now, so change your attitude about you can't do it. You're scared of it. I'm not tech savvy, but I'm like, well, I got to do it. Okay. So a true disability in life is a bad attitude. Jerusha. A true disability in life is a bad attitude. Okay. So when you are on social media, understand who and what type of people you're posting to. And you got to understand the platforms. Now, write this down. Please put this in the comments for me. You will help me out dearly. Even on TikTok, write this down. So we all know that Facebook is now the mature audience. It's like an older generation. It is definitely the oldest platform of them all. And so you have a lot of mature people on Facebook. Okay. My son, they don't do Facebook. Okay. So Facebook, understand your audience. So that's Facebook. Instagram is more the millennials. Okay. So you got those millennials that love Instagram. You know, the teenagers love the Snapchat. And then TikTok, right now, 60% of females are on TikTok. It's a mixed crowd. TikTok is not, no children end up on my TikTok. I don't see any videos with teenagers. Now, my son is a teenager. He's seeing teenagers. But that's also what you watch. So it's not going to come up on mine, because guess what? Everything that I'm following is motivation, inspiration, and business tips. I'm following other business leaders. I'm following other business coaches. I'm following other network marketers and direct sellers. And so that's what ends up on my page. I follow a lot of spiritual and motivational stuff and preachers. That's what ends up on my For You page. So it really depends on who you're looking for. So when you're posting, think about, if I'm on Facebook, if that's the only platform that you're on, your audience is mature. If you're on Instagram, it's millennials, you're in the middle. If you are on Snapchat, it's definitely teenagers. And then if you're on TikTok, it's a mixture based on what you are liking and interacting with on TikTok. Now, how do you market on social media? First of all, you want to maintain and you optimize your profile. If you want to really maximize being on social media, you've got to make sure your profile tells people how you help them. If I go to your page, I need to be impressed. I teach this in the 3-day ride. Change your profile. So when people go to your profile, they know how you help them. Put your titles there. Explain, have your links or whatever it is. Now, if you're in network marketing and direct sales, I wouldn't necessarily have a website with that on it. If you have a personal one, or you have some type of funnel or email list or a link tree or a milkshake, I would have that link there. Now, that's number one. You got to make sure that you're maintaining and optimizing your profile. Tell people how you help them. Number two, you're posting, obviously, videos, stories, lives, and you are definitely doing it to brand yourself. Now, if you listen to me, I always brand myself, because that is what it's all about, you. Especially when the platform has said, we want you to interact with people. This is supposed to be social. This is not just for sales, even though you can sell. It's really meant to be social on social media. Okay, so posting pictures, videos, stories, and live videos that represent your brand. videos that represent your brand. So my brand is the pretty people. Like, you guys are the pretty people. So you know when you see me, I'm like, hello, pretty people. We got pretty people tees. Go to the link in the bio, get your pretty people tee. I know Yvonne got her pretty people tee. You're the pretty people because we crown our people over here. We celebrate, collaborate, and create great relationships. You are the pretty people. And so I've coined that and said, oh, let me make that as a brand and a business, the pretty people. And so you want to make sure, so that is a part of me. That's what you're going to hear every time, everything that you're going to see. So you need to figure out what's your brand. Okay. Your brand is not necessarily your network marketing and direct sales company. If you have a lash business, that's your brand. If you have a hair salon, that's your brand because it's yours. Okay. The third thing I can tell you is responding to comments and shares and likes. Like I said, please share the broadcast. Go ahead and share, tag somebody in the broadcast. I usually go back and I comment back to you. I make sure I like it. I comment. Now, I can't do everybody all the time, but you'll see that you're like, oh, Jerusha replied back to me because I want to make sure, you know, I'm human, you're human, and I appreciate you commenting. I appreciate you sharing. I appreciate you liking. I appreciate you being in this group. So you got to love on your people. So you got to love on the people. You can't want the people to just love your business, love your product, and you don't love on the people. Many people are in business, but is the business in you? The business is tending to the people. Okay. The fourth thing that I can tell you is following and engaging with your followers, your customers, and influencers. And so, like, if there are big influencers that you admire, follow them, love on their stuff. You know, follow them everywhere. The TikTok, you better follow that person everywhere because they're making moves. And if you want to do the same thing on social media, mimic that. Be inspired by that, not copy that. I know people say don't be a copycat, but if you copy in the right cat, baby. Okay, so you want to be inspired by it and you want to say, okay, I can turn this around, that it is marketing me and my brand. And so that's one of the things that you want to do is you don't want to not show up on social media if you are saying you want to build an online presence. In order to do that, you got to be online every single day. I'm live every day on TikTok for the next whatever. I did another 90-day run with myself. And so I offer a course called the 3-Day Ride. And here's how I like to help you if you're looking for these benefits. And so my goal is to shorten somebody else's learning curve. My goal is to say, hey, after these 3 days, it's actually longer than that because I let you stay in the private group so you can marinate and ask me questions. It is certainly underpriced, but it is what it is. I love you, and I'm just like, I want you to get it. I don't even know what else to say. So here's what to expect in the 3-day ride. How to recruit like a top earner in 3 days, okay? You're going to how to find your ideal prospects for your product, your service, your opportunity. Most people don't know how to find the people. And so I will show you exactly where the people are. And like Yvonne on here, you'll know what to say because I'm going to give you proven scripts. You can download the scripts and take it home with you. Like you're going to have what to say in conversations. If that's something you know you need and you struggle with communicating, I got you covered. Obviously, attraction marketing, we're going to talk about that in the 3-day ride. Attraction marketing, curiosity marketing, because most people aren't marketing correctly. They're selling. They're just selling. They're not actually marketing. And then, of course, I'm going to help you create content. And then we want to make sure we converse with those people. And then we're going to convert those people that you start conversations with. I start new conversations every single day. First, you're creating the content. People respond to the content. You're conversing with those people privately. The money is made in Messenger. Then you're going to convert them into a sale, a client, a promoter, or whatever. So this strategy in the 3-day ride is going to grow your organization. Now, the ride doesn't start until June 14th, 15th, and 16th. But I'm telling you to go ahead and register now because I only take a small group and I'll be promoting this until I get to the point where I'm like, okay, I can't take anybody else. I've tried to help you. I tried to do my best. Yes, you got to respond back to those people that really, they like your post. Why aren't you at least going to their pages and liking something? So let's go. Let's go. If this is you and you've been struggling, say you don't even have a business yet because you're like, I don't know what to do. The 3-day ride probably is for you. Or if you're online and you're like, well, I really don't know what to do. I'm on here. I'm just used to selling, door to door, but I really need to learn how to be online. The 3-day ride might be for you. It's the ride of your life. And so let's go. If you knew how to get there on your own, you'd already be there. So if I can help you get there, I'm ready to ride. So it is a virtual seat. It's in a private group. So it's like one-on-one coaching with me. And so that's pretty cool, right? So let's do that. Now, this is the thing about social media marketing. And I got to run. Oh, and I need to chit chat with her. This is the thing about social media marketing. The benefits for you, the benefits of social media marketing is humanize your business. It's not just posting a still post. Me coming live makes me human. Me bringing Yvonne live answering makes me human. I'm a person too. People say no, people say crazy stuff to me. I'm a person and I want to interact with other people. So you get to interact with your users. Your audience can familiarize, and they can connect with you on a different level. And so when they connect with you, then they start to trust you and it's easier for them to buy from you. So the benefits of you being on social media and the social media marketing is to humanize your business. It's not just a robot doing something, right? It's you. You want to feel something when you're doing business with somebody. When you give somebody money, you want to feel something. And so, like Yvonne, I said, you better ask. A closed mouth don't get fed, and a lazy hustler don't get bread, baby. You better open that mouth. You better fry that chicken. The other thing that social media marketing does for you is it drives traffic. So you need to have a link, like go to my link tree. You'll see you can join the 3-day ride. Go to my link tree. I'm going to put the link right here in the chat as well. You can go ahead and see all the benefits. You can see what I'm doing day 1, day 2, day 3. You got to have a link somewhere for the people. Okay. You got to make sure the people can get your stuff, whatever stuff you have. You need to make sure. Now, I personally, what I would probably do is use Milkshake or a link tree, and then you can have the categories. But I wouldn't have 20 links. Like, I don't think that would look really good. But do whatever. But that's just my personal opinion. But you want to drive traffic to your website so you can convert those people that are visitors. They're now becoming customers. So you got to drive traffic. The other thing that's important, what I've learned about social media, the benefits of me being on social media, because again, I was offline for years. Okay. The benefit that I've also seen is lead generation. I generate leads and customers, I would say 99.9% today on social media. And I generate all my leads this way. Okay. So I direct message people. I actually direct message people. I talk to them. Okay. I do use a CTA. Like I just said, if you want to be a part of the 100, put 100, we'll chat. That is a CTA. What's a CTA? A call to action. Okay. I didn't say join my company name. I said, if you want to get educated about the 100, let's talk about it. That is a call to action. When I say, what city are you from? I want to know who I'm doing business with. And you put your city, right? That is a call to action. And so you want to make sure based on your company, what is a legit call to action? Because I know there are companies who say you can't do a call to action, but I think they're talking about you're selling. I'm not actually selling if I say, hey, let's get you educated. So you want to make sure you find out about that, but you want to generate leads from posting. You want to generate leads from live stories, TikToks. And the other thing, the benefit that I've learned of being on social media, it increased brand awareness. Like you guys are aware that the Pretty People is my brand. You guys are aware that the Pretty People, we crown our people. We celebrate, collaborate, and create great relationships. I created the Pretty People tees. I went and got, the business license for the Pretty People because I'm branding that. And so the visual nature of social media platforms allow you to build your visual identity across the board. And so then your audience knows, oh, that's this person. Okay. And so you want to make sure you do that. And the last thing I can tell you, the benefits of being on social media and social media marketing that I've learned is to build relationships. I didn't know all of you. It's over almost 400 people in this group. And that all they came in this group based on what the content I put out publicly. So they decided to come in this private community based on the content that I put out publicly. and based on the relationship building that I've done. And so you got to make sure you're building relationships. So these platforms are open to everybody, but you only want your people in your circle. Yes or yes. Okay. And so the cool thing is, these platforms open up both direct and indirect lines of communication with your audience. And so even though everybody don't talk to me, right? Because I probably have what, maybe 100, almost 100,000 followers on Facebook Reels. And so everybody hasn't spoken to me yet. That means I haven't spoken to everybody yet. And so your number could be 1,000, your number could be 500, your number could be 3,000. Have you spoken and built a relationship with every single person? If you have not, you have work to do. If you have not, you have work to do. Those are the people. The bigger and more engaged your audience is on social media, the easier it will be for you to achieve your marketing goals, to build your business, to whatever it is. You'll have unlimited leads. I'm all about the unlimited leads in this season. I have unlimited leads, and I want to show you how you can have unlimited leads. The 3-day ride is open right now, so tap the link tree. I put in the chat. I already put the link for the link tree in the comments below. Go ahead and look at the details. If that's something for you, great. But I'm teaching the necessary strategies, and I'm so confident in the 3-day ride. If you have taken the ride, and some people have taken it 2 or 3 times, I love it. They're like, it's so much information. Can I take it again? I'm like, yes. If you've taken the ride before, if you invite 2 more people and they ride, you get to also come on the ride. And so if you've taken the ride before, okay, and you bring along 2 people, you want to ride the roller coaster with 2 of your besties, your business besties, your friends, your girlfriend, whomever it is, she can come on the ride. So you get 2 people to come on the ride with you, then you get to take the ride. And so I'm always wanting to reward those people that are investing in themselves. And so if you've done that, yes, you deserve it. You deserve it. So I'm very confident in what I teach in the 3-day ride. The people that implement like one inkling of it, love it. If they do one of the things, they've gotten their money back. One of them. And the people that do all of it, they're going to do very well. They're doing well. One girl, she went from averaging like 2,000 a month to well over 10,000 in her business productivity. And so when I tell you it's possible for you, I'm not the guru, but I know a thing or two. And it's possible for you, because if I can learn, you can learn. I'm a big believer that you can do whatever you choose. Oh, I got a newbie from North Carolina in the building. The last statement, though. I don't know which statement. Oh, if you knew how to get there, you'd already be there now. Well, I mean, it's true. It is what it is. Thank you so much. Or you're more than welcome. I appreciate you. All right, so I will see your beautiful faces. My time is up in this group. So if you love this, I need you to be back Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. If you want to jump on live, I will put the StreamYard link in the chat, and you can come on and ask me a business question. If you are struggling, I'd love to help. Go ahead and click the link right here. It's my link tree. It'll take you to the 3-day ride so you can see what I am offering. And if it's a fit, we're going to have the ride of our life. Buckle up, beautiful, and enjoy the ride. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha Wiggins, and I see you on the ride.